Hey, Jim Cam here. You already know, owner, founder, franchisor of multiple striving brands in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. With over 100 locations. But today, we're here looking at a new potential location. Not for only myself, but for a very special team of young kids between the age of 22 to 24, if I'm not mistaken. What's special about them is they joined in by buying their first franchise only 6 months ago. They're looking to find their third location to be ready probably for spring. That's what I'm thinking. That's how fast they can go. Imagine if they open by spring, they basically open 3 locations within a month, within a year. So let's get more insight who they are and how they managed to do it.
So I'm Lou and I'm 22.
Christian, I'm 23.
Christopher, 23 as well.
Mr.
My name's
TK.
TK. I'm 23.
Like I told you.
Meeting Jim was through a passion for cars, and while we going to a car meet, we met Jim and we spoke to him, and then afterwards me and Chris started discussing about like restaurant and franchise and should we this and that. Initially it wasn't through his franchise, it was through another franchise that we thought, oh, this should be like very easy to operate. But then speaking to him at the meeting, we realized that there's a potential with one of our current operating location, Onigiri Shop, and we decided to throw ourselves into it. The 4 of us make the decision in less than 3 days after we initially discussed it together.
So with Jim, what's really cool is that he has so many franchises that you really get to pick which one is going to be best suited for you. And at first when we came up to Jim and we talked to him about us being interested, we had a specific franchise in mind, and discussing with him, talking with him, he was able to help us pinpoint exactly what was better suited for us. So that's why when he opened up to us about the idea of onigiri, we really got interested into that. It really made sense for us, and he knows what he's talking about. We just went into it, and honestly, there's no regret. It was perfect.
This is the kind of location
You
we
know-
would like to find. That it was like a previous restaurant that is closed down. So all the basic renovation can be saved for your own cost. And the rest is just making it beautiful again and under one of our concept. And this is one of our best franchisees so far this year, looking to be the top among all the other great.
You hear him?
No.
Straight from Jim Cam, right?
So just give a little background stories. Why did you want to open your first onigiri with us?
Yeah, so my background is I'm in business way before I started restaurant. I own a manufacturing company, I own a distribution company. I wanted to get into restaurant because I met Jim, and through Jim, I think franchise is different from being independent and also from starting up your own restaurant. Franchise, everything is laid out, you have a map to basically any question you have support from the franchise. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Regarding whether or not you should get into restaurant, I think it depends on what type of person you are. If you can tolerate a lot of stress, you probably can do it.
If you look to the outside,
The area like.
this is for sure not the most fancy mall, but it's a very accessible one. So this is what we like to do. With this kind of location, we can manage to negotiate for best rent possible. And it's easy for drivers, for the clients to come pick up and go. For me, it's a 9 out of 10 location. So TK,
Yeah.
what makes you think you can handle a third location?
Honestly, it's through manpower. Because there's 4 of us, and each of us is very good at managing a different type of task, and we honestly can transfer that to honestly some of our best employees can take over the existing location while we work on the new ones.
Because I remember, like probably 2 months back, you asked me, are you guys moving too fast if you guys want to open the second location in the first year? I said, it really depends on how good you're at managing your own thing, like people management, budget management, and for sure stress management. And not to mention now, we're looking to open their third location. Why did you want it at onigiri?
going in the franchise path is much more seamless because you get support from the franchise, and at the same time everything is already laid out for you. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to try to see if it works because it's proven that it's work.
Honestly, me, him, and him, we met at school. This guy knew one of our friends, which later on they connected with, so him and him connected together.
Yeah.
And
I know Lou from the start, since like secondary, and then Chris, I knew him from later, like towards the end of high school. Christopher was like he's also in the same high school as us. That's how we all meet each other. It's like from.
So we've
the
always
school.
kept contact by just doing stuff in groups from like from school and stuff like that. And one day we decided, you know, TK and Chris, they were all talking about, they already had that business mindset and everything. So they were looking to do something, but something big, you know, something that was gonna really just send them into just
another level. It was initially it was Poke Station, and then we somehow dabbled into what was it, Ganadera.
Yeah.
And we said to ourselves, maybe it's something we can do. But then when we looked back at it, like while we revised like what we were thinking, it didn't make sense for all of us to run like Ganadera. So we spoke to Jim, we spoke to his team, and then we decided on Onigiri Shop, and this one would essentially be our third location.
So I hope their stories is inspiring for you, because this is basically the way that I wanted to start at first. Me and my brothers, hand to hand, fighting the Matrix, but I couldn't. So they are like a living dream of mine. For me, it's truly inspiring because they came to me with the ideas of potentially jumping and opening their first business. And look at them now. 4 kids, 20, 22 years old, and already looking to open their third location. And as you see in that video, we went through how we look for locations, what kind of locations we basically want to, based on the accessibility of the parking, smaller rent, and also basic construction already into place. If there's anything you want me to cover in my next video, just comment below and I'll see you next time. See you.